Let me ask you a question. What does happiness mean to you? Is it about success? A dream job? The perfect house? A bank account overflowing with money? For most of us, happiness seems like a distant goal, something we chase, something we hope to achieve someday. But what if I told you that happiness isn't found in what you have but in how you live? There is a country where people have discovered this truth. A country that consistently ranks among the happiest in the world. And no, it's not because they are the wealthiest, the most powerful, or the most privileged. It's because they have mastered something that many of us overlook. That country is Denmark. The Danish people have unlocked the secret to a happy and fulfilling life, not through luxury or excess, but through balance, connection, and a unique approach to daily living. The Danish mindset, redefining happiness. You see, the Danes don't measure happiness the way most of us do. They don't believe that success is about climbing higher, earning more, or owning bigger things. Instead, they have built a culture around something much more profound. Social equality, where no one is left behind, and everyone has a chance to thrive. Strong community bonds, where relationships matter more than possessions. A different mindset towards life, where they embrace simplicity, gratitude, and presence. Denmark has taught the world an important lesson. Happiness is not about chasing more, it's about appreciating what's already there. So the question is, what can we learn from them? How can we take these principles and apply them to our own lives? A journey to lasting happiness. A journey to explore the key principles that make the Danish people so incredibly happy. A journey to discover how we can bring more balance, more connection, and more joy into our daily lives. This is not about escaping reality. It's about reshaping the way we live within it. So, if you're ready to stop chasing happiness and start living it, let's begin. The Danish secret to happiness, and how you can live it too. The first key to happiness, embracing hygge. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you truly felt at peace? Not just relaxed, but completely present, safe, and content. No stress, no distractions, just a warm feeling of comfort, surrounded by the people who matter most. If you've ever experienced that, you've already had a taste of something the Danish people practice every single day. It's called hygge, pronounced hygge, and it is one of the most powerful secrets to their happiness. What is hygge? Hygge is more than just a word. It's a way of life. It's about creating moments of coziness, warmth, and togetherness, moments where stress, work, and worries fade away, and all that matters is the simple joy of being present. Picture this: soft candlelight filling the room, a warm drink in your hands, gentle music playing in the background, surrounded by close friends or family, sharing laughter and meaningful conversation. That feeling? That's hygge. This video was produced by Rocket Motivation. Please like and subscribe to support us. Thank you for listening. And the Danes prioritize it in their daily lives. Whether it's a quiet evening with loved ones, a cozy meal, or even a simple moment of gratitude, hygge helps them slow down and appreciate life's little joys. Why does hygge matter? In a world where we are constantly rushing, competing, and striving for more, hygge teaches us the power of slowing down. Studies show that strong social connections are one of the biggest predictors of happiness and longevity. And hygge is designed to strengthen those bonds by bringing people together in a space of comfort. Free from judgment, expectations, or distractions, hygge is not about extravagance. It's not about spending money. It's about intentionally creating a space where you feel safe, loved, and truly at ease. And guess what? You don't need to live in Denmark to experience it. How can you bring hygge into your life? The beauty of hygge is that anyone, anywhere can embrace it. It's about making space for joy in the simplest of ways. Put away distractions, turn off your phone, step away from work, and be fully present in the moment. Create a cozy atmosphere, dim the lights, light a candle, and make your space warm and inviting. Share the moment. Invite friends over for a meal, a game night, or a heartfelt conversation. Savor simple pleasures, a cup of tea, a warm blanket, or a book you love. Eliminate negativity, no stress, no competition, just genuine togetherness. Hygge isn't just something you do, it's a mindset. A choice to prioritize presence over productivity, connection over consumption, and moments over milestones. So, tonight, before you go to bed, I challenge you, create a hygge moment for yourself. Slow down, savor the moment, and feel the warmth of simply being. Because happiness isn't found in the next big achievement. It's found in the little moments we choose to embrace. Every single day. The second key to happiness: work to live, not live to work. Now, let me ask you something. How often do you feel exhausted, drained, and overwhelmed by work? How many times have you sacrificed your health, your family time, your passions, just to meet deadlines, impress your boss, or climb the corporate ladder? Somewhere along the way, we were told that working harder, longer, and faster was the only path to success. That the more we grind, the more we'll achieve, and the more we achieve, the happier we'll be. But let me tell you something Denmark has already figured out. That's a lie, because happiness isn't found in burnout, exhaustion, or constantly pushing yourself to the limit. Happiness is found in balance. And the Danish people? They don't just believe this, they live by it. The Danish approach: work-life balance done right. In Denmark, work is important, but life is more important. The average work week? 37 hours, not 50. Not 60. Overtime? Minimal. Because productivity isn't about working more. It's about working better. Leaving the office at 4 or 5 p.m. Completely normal. Because time with family and personal well-being come first. Vacations? A minimum of 5 weeks paid leave per year, and Danes actually take it. No guilt, no fear, no hesitation. And guess what? Their economy hasn't collapsed. Their businesses haven't failed. In fact, Denmark ranks among the most productive and efficient countries in the world. Because they understand something most of us forget. When you take care of yourself, when you prioritize your health, your relationships, and your passions, you show up better in every aspect of life. Why this matters: the real cost of overwork. Let's be real. Many of us are caught in a cycle of constant busyness, where rest feels like a luxury and exhaustion feels like an achievement. But here's the truth. Burnout doesn't make you more successful, it makes you less productive. Overworking doesn't make you a hero, it steals the moments that truly matter. Success isn't about how much time you spend at work, it's about how much life you actually live. And here's the proof. In Denmark, only 2% of workers feel overworked, compared to 11% in other countries. They work less, but smarter, and they are happier, healthier, and more fulfilled because of it. So, let me ask you, what if you stopped defining your worth by how busy you are? What if you reclaimed your time for yourself, for your family, for the things that bring you joy? Because no one, at the end of their life, ever says, "I wish I had worked more hours." They say, "I wish I had spent more time with the people I love. I wish I had lived more." And the best part? You don't have to wait until it's too late. You can start now. How to apply this in your life? So, how do we escape the burnout trap? Set boundaries. Work ends at a certain time. No emails, no calls, just time to live. Use your vacation days. Seriously, use them. Stop feeling guilty for resting. Prioritize personal time. Schedule your workouts, hobbies, and family time like they're the most important meetings of your life, because they are. Redefine success. It's not about working more. It's about working smarter, living better, and being present for the moments that truly matter. And most importantly, give yourself permission to live. Because in the end, success is not measured by how much time you spent at the office. It's measured by how much joy, connection, and fulfillment you created in the time you had. So, today, choose balance, choose presence, choose life. Because work is just one part of who you are. And your life? It deserves more than leftovers. The third key to happiness: security, not stress. Let me ask you something. How often do you worry about the future? The next bill, the next medical expense, the rising cost of education. For so many of us, life feels like a never-ending battle, not for happiness, but for survival. We live paycheck to paycheck, constantly on edge, afraid that one unexpected expense could send everything crashing down. But now, imagine a different reality. Imagine living in a society where you don't have to worry about affording healthcare, where education doesn't come with a lifetime of debt, where raising a child doesn't mean sacrificing financial stability. This isn't a dream, this is Denmark. The power of a strong social safety net. In Denmark, people don't just survive, they thrive. Why? Because their society is built on a simple but powerful idea. Everyone deserves financial security. No one should struggle alone. A nation's success is measured not by how much the richest have, but by how well everyone is doing. Denmark follows a high tax, high benefit model. And here's what that means. Free healthcare. No one fears getting sick because of medical bills. Tuition-free education. Students graduate without the crushing weight of debt. Subsidized childcare. Parents don't have to choose between career and family. And the result? Less stress, more stability, more happiness. Because when people don't have to constantly worry about money, they can focus on what truly matters, their well-being, their families, their dreams. The myth of more money, more happiness. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. But happiness comes from success, from working hard and earning more. And yes, money does matter, to a certain point. But studies show that after our basic needs are met, more money doesn't equal more happiness. Think about it. Do you think a billionaire sleeps better than a person who knows their healthcare, education, and future are secure? Do you think someone drowning in debt is happier than someone who earns a modest salary but has peace of mind? In Denmark, even people with lower incomes report high levels of happiness. Why? Because their security is not based on personal wealth. It's based on a system that ensures no one is left behind. Their tax system redistributes wealth, ensuring that nobody has too much, and nobody has too little. And that doesn't create laziness, it creates a healthier, more equal society where people feel supported, not abandoned. What can we learn from this? Now, I know we can't all pack up and move to Denmark, but we can adopt the Danish mindset when it comes to financial security and happiness. Shift your focus from getting rich to feeling secure. Money is a tool, not the goal. Prioritize stability over excess. Having enough brings more happiness than constantly chasing more. Invest in your well-being. If your health, education, or peace of mind is suffering, those are the most valuable investments you can make. Build your own support system. If society doesn't provide it, create it through strong family bonds, community, and smart financial planning. Because at the end of the day, happiness isn't about how much you have, it's about how safe, supported, and stress-free you feel. So ask yourself, are you building a life of security? Or are you trapped in a cycle of financial fear and never-ending pursuit? Because happiness doesn't come from having more. It comes from worrying less. And that's something worth striving for. The fourth key to happiness, equality and trust. Now, let me ask you, do you trust the people around you? Do you believe that, if you lost your wallet, a stranger would return it? Do you feel that your community has your back? That your leaders truly work for you? That your neighbors genuinely care? For many of us, the answer is no. We live in a world where competition is prioritized over connection, where success is often measured by how much better we are than others, where trust has been replaced by skepticism, fear, and division. But there is a place that does things differently, a place where equality is the norm, and trust is the foundation of daily life. That place is Denmark. And this, more than wealth, more than status, more than individual achievement, is one of the greatest secrets to their happiness. The Danish approach, a society built on mutual respect. In Denmark, no one is above anyone else. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a police officer, or a politician, titles don't define people. In fact, Danes refer to everyone by their first names, no matter their position. Why? Because they believe that respect should not be earned through power, but given freely to all. They live by something called the law of Janta, a cultural norm that discourages arrogance and promotes humility, equality, and collective success. No one is better than anyone else. Success is shared, not hoarded. Humility is valued over self-importance. And the result? A society where people work together, not against each other, where helping others is seen as a duty, not an inconvenience, where everyone feels like they belong. The power of trust, why it changes everything. But here's the real magic. Because Danes see each other as equals, they also trust each other deeply. Denmark ranks among the highest in social trust levels worldwide. People trust strangers, businesses, and institutions. And that changes everything. Because when trust is high, people feel safe. They don't have to constantly look over their shoulders or worry about being taken advantage of. Communities are stronger. Neighbors watch out for each other. Parents feel comfortable letting their kids play outside. Stress levels drop. Imagine not having to second-guess every contract, every interaction, every decision. This isn't a small thing. Studies show that societies with high trust have lower crime rates, better mental health, and happier citizens. And in Denmark, this trust-based culture is one of the biggest reasons people feel at peace in their daily lives. What can we learn from this? Now, you might be thinking, that sounds great, but my country isn't like Denmark. And maybe that's true. But here's what is true. We don't have to wait for society to change to bring these values into our own lives. We can start today, right now. Choose humility over competition. Success is not about being better than others, it's about lifting each other up. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of their job, background, or status. Practice trust. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Be open. Lead with kindness instead of skepticism. Be the person others can rely on. If you want to live in a world with more trust, start by being more trustworthy. Because happiness doesn't come from standing above others. It comes from standing together. A simple challenge for you. So today, I have a challenge for you. Try one small act of trust. Greet someone you don't know with warmth. Assume the best in a situation where you'd normally be skeptical. Offer help without expecting anything in return. Because trust doesn't grow overnight, it grows through small, daily actions that show we believe in each other. And when enough people start to believe in each other, that's how we create communities, not just in Denmark, but everywhere. Where happiness isn't just an idea, but a way of life. The fifth key to happiness, the power of community. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly felt connected? Not just a quick text message. Not just a like on social media. I mean real, face-to-face connection. The kind that makes you feel seen, heard, and valued. For many of us, life has become more digital but less personal. We have thousands of friends online, yet we feel lonelier than ever. But in Denmark, they have a different way of living. A way that reminds us of something we've slowly forgotten. Happiness isn't just about what we do, it's about who we do it with. The Danish approach, a life filled with connection. In Denmark, people prioritize community over isolation. They don't just work and go home. They don't spend their nights mindlessly scrolling through their phones. Instead, they gather, they share, they belong. They meet up with friends regularly. It's not a someday plan. It's a part of life. They join clubs and local groups, sports, book clubs, volunteer work. It doesn't matter what. As long as they're together. They have traditions that bring people closer. Singing at gatherings, community dinners, outdoor activities. And here's what science tells us. Strong social connections reduce stress, improve mental health, and increase life satisfaction. People who feel connected live longer, happier lives. Loneliness is as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Think about that. In a world where we are constantly too busy, could it be that the thing we are truly missing is each other? The hidden cost of isolation. The truth is, many of us are living in silent loneliness. We tell ourselves, I don't have time. We say, people are too busy. We believe, I'm fine on my own. But deep down, we know the truth. Happiness is not meant to be a solo journey. Life is not meant to be lived in isolation. Because at the end of the day, success means nothing if you have no one to share it with. Money means nothing if you have no one to celebrate with. What can we learn from Denmark? You don't need to live in Denmark to experience the power of community. You just need to make a choice. Make time for friends, not just when it's convenient. Make it a priority. Get involved in something bigger. A club, a cause, a community. Find your people. Start new traditions. A weekly dinner, a monthly game night. Small moments that build lasting connections. Put your phone down. Look up. Talk. Engage. Be present with the people in front of you. Because in the end, happiness is not about how much we have, it's about who we have. A challenge for you. So today, I challenge you. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Invite someone for coffee or a meal. Join a group, club, or activity that brings people together. Because real happiness isn't found in things, it's found in people. And if there's one thing we can all learn from Denmark, it's this. We don't need more followers. We don't need more distractions. We need more moments, more laughter, more shared experiences, more life together. Because that's where true happiness lives. The sixth key to happiness: a life in motion. A life in balance. Now, let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt truly alive? Not just awake, not just functioning, but energized, refreshed, and deeply connected to the world around you. For many of us, life has become sedentary. We sit in cars, we sit at desks, we sit on couches. We're exhausted, not because we're moving too much, but because we're not moving enough. But in Denmark, they have a different way of living. They don't just exist. They move, they breathe, they connect with nature. And that changes everything. The Danish approach: a life in motion. In Denmark, being active is not a chore, it's a way of life. 9 out of 10 Danes own a bicycle. Not for exercise, but for transportation. They spend time outdoors, every single day. Whether it's walking, running, or simply sitting in nature. They engage in sports, movement, and community activities, not just for fitness, but for fun. And here's the magic. They don't do it because they have to. They do it because it makes them feel good. Because movement is not about punishing your body. It's about celebrating it. The role of nature, more than just a view. But it's not just about exercise. It's about connection with the world, with the seasons, with something bigger than ourselves. Denmark embraces the healing power of nature. They spend time outside, no matter the weather, because they know fresh air clears the mind. Water soothes the soul. Sunlight boosts energy and happiness. They don't stay locked inside, drowning in screens. They step outside, and they breathe. And science backs this up. Time in nature reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. People who spend time outdoors report higher levels of happiness and mental clarity. Fresh air and movement increase energy levels and overall well-being. This isn't just a Danish thing. This is a human thing. We were made to move, explore, and be part of the world around us. A balanced approach to food and health. Now, let's talk about something else that brings happiness: food. In Denmark, dieting isn't an obsession. There's no extreme restriction, no toxic diet culture. Instead, they embrace balance. They eat fresh, local, and wholesome foods. They enjoy pastries, coffee, and treats without guilt. They focus on moderation, not deprivation. And guess what? They are healthier and happier for it. Because happiness isn't found in counting every calorie. Happiness is found in nourishing your body while still enjoying life. What can we learn from Denmark? You don't have to live in Denmark to adopt this mindset. But you do have to make a choice. Move your body daily, not to look a certain way, but to feel alive. Step outside, breathe, let nature heal and recharge you. Eat with balance, enjoy good food, celebrate nourishment, not restriction. Shift your mindset from fitness to well-being. Because the goal isn't just to live longer. The goal is to live fully. A challenge for you, so here's my challenge for you today. Step outside, even for 5 minutes. Feel the air, the sun, the earth beneath you. Move your body. A walk, a bike ride, a dance in your kitchen. Just move. Enjoy your next meal, not with guilt, not with stress, just savor it. Because life isn't meant to be rushed through. It's meant to be felt, embraced, and fully lived. And the secret? Move more, breathe deeper, eat with joy. Because happiness isn't just in your mind. It's in your body, your movement, and the way you embrace the world around you. The final step: bringing Danish happiness into your life. By now, you've heard the secrets. You know that happiness isn't about chasing more, it's about embracing what already exists. You've seen how the Danish people have built a life rooted in balance, connection, trust, and simple joy. But here's the most important part. This isn't just a Danish thing. This is a human thing. And that means you can live this way too. You don't need to move to Denmark. You don't need to change everything overnight. You just need to choose differently, live differently, prioritize differently. So let's talk about how you can apply these principles to your own life, starting today. Step 1. Embrace Hygge, the art of cozy, stress-free living. Let's start with something simple: Hygge. Not just a word, not just a trend, but a mindset. Hygge is about creating small moments of peace, warmth, and presence in your daily life. Light a candle, read a book with soft lighting, enjoy a warm drink without distractions. Share a meal with loved ones, without phones, without stress. Hygge isn't about how much money you have. It's about how intentionally you create space for comfort and connection. So tonight, instead of rushing, scrolling, or stressing. Pause, breathe, create a little Hygge moment for yourself. Because sometimes, happiness is as simple as being present in the moment. Step 2. Prioritize work-life balance, because life is more than work. Work is important, but your life is more important. And if the Danish people have taught us anything, it's this. You don't exist to work, you work to live. So here's what you can do. Set boundaries. Work ends at a certain time, honor that. Use your vacation days. Stop waiting for the right time to rest. Make space for hobbies, family, and relaxation. Life is happening now, don't miss it. Because in the end, no one will remember how many emails you answered, but they will remember the time you spent fully present with them. So choose balance. Choose your life, not just your job. Step 3. Build strong social connections, because we're happier together. Happiness doesn't happen in isolation. We need people, we need laughter, we need belonging. So instead of saying, I should reach out, actually do it. Call that friend you've been meaning to catch up with. Plan a dinner. Host a game night. Make time for real connection. Join a club, a community group, a cause bigger than yourself. The Danish people actively nurture their relationships, because they know that at the end of the day, happiness is something we share. So don't just exist alone behind a screen. Connect, show up, be present for the people who matter. Because life is better together. Step 4. Adopt a mindset of equality and trust, because we rise together. Imagine living in a world where people trusted each other more. A world where success wasn't about stepping on others, but lifting each other up. That's how Denmark operates. And you can bring that same mindset into your own life. Treat everyone with respect, regardless of status. Lead with trust, instead of suspicion. Support, encourage, and celebrate others' success, not just your own. Because the truth is, happiness isn't a competition. It's something we build together. And when you approach life with humility, kindness, and trust, you'll find that the world feels a little lighter. Step 5. Stay active and connect with nature. Move more. Live more. We weren't made to sit in front of screens all day. We were made to move, explore, and experience the world around us. So take a page from Denmark's book. Walk or cycle instead of driving whenever you can. Step outside daily. Breathe fresh air. Feel the sun on your skin. Engage in an activity that makes movement fun. Sports, dancing, hiking. Movement isn't about looking a certain way. It's about feeling alive in your own body. So today, move, breathe, feel the world around you. Because happiness isn't found inside four walls. It's found out there. Step 6. Simplify happiness, because it's already here. And finally, let go of the belief that happiness is out there. Happiness isn't in the next car, the next promotion, the next expensive vacation. Happiness is here, now, in the life you already have. So instead of chasing, start appreciating. Practice gratitude. Each day, remind yourself of what's already good. Let go of the need for more. Instead, find joy in what's enough. Prioritize experiences over possessions, because memories last longer than things. Because at the end of the day, happiness isn't something you find. It's something you choose to create. And the good news? You can start right now. The final challenge, live it. Don't just learn it. So here's my challenge to you. Tonight, create a Hygge moment, slow down, unplug, and be present. This week, make time for real connection, call, visit, engage. This month, set boundaries, choose balance over burnout. And every day, step outside, move your body, and remind yourself, happiness is simple. Because happiness isn't waiting for you in the future. It's waiting for you to claim it today. So go live it, not tomorrow, not someday. Now, 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 now. This video was produced by Rocket Motivation. Please like and subscribe to support us. Thank you for listening.